After last week's video, I got so many comments and questions. I think I better address that one. And also, what in the world? How did this sneak into the video? All that and more. Let's go ahead and get started down here in the Villages, Florida. Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Rusty Nelson down here in Florida in the Villages, a 55 and over retirement community. And I'll just make this part really quick. Please subscribe and like. I can't tell you how much that helps the channel. It takes a second. And it's my form of payment. I don't ask for money. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. So just subscribe and like. And even if you put a comment in there, say you like the channel, or why don't you do this, or why don't you do that, and that'll take care of that. But with that said, the last video I did last week was obviously made people laugh. They absolutely said they were peeing their pants. I'll read you a couple of comments here in a second, and I'll actually play you a clip. Also, I'll go over some weather stuff since we're coming up to hurricane. And if you guys got this, the only part to say about this, if you are going to close on a house in the near future and you don't mind me coming over to do a tour of the house, it only takes about a half an hour or so. And right when you close, I'm happy to come over before you throw furniture and all that kind of stuff in there and just do a runabout either with you. You can tell your experience, maybe help some other people out that are getting ready to buy a house. Because, you know, it can be kind of frightful for some people that haven't done it all that often. If you're like the rest of us here in the Villages, heck, you go through it 3 times in the time you're down here, so to speak. The other thing that's kind of ticking me off, really, and I'm putting together a video about this. You saw in one of my other ones where I show you the outdated eggs on the shelves here in one of the grocery stores, is this thing with eggs. The more I dig into it, the deeper I get, the more it ticks me off that all of this crap and garbage and marketing and everything that they put onto the egg boxes and stuff like that, it's all garbage. It is really, you know, when I get done with this video, hopefully you'll appreciate it when you find out the truth. So go ahead and subscribe so you get notified about that when it comes out, because it's kind of got my mind boggled a little bit. Also, comments, when you guys do comments and stuff like that, it really helps the channel out. Even if you just say, hey, I am here from so-and-so, it helps out with an engagement. And I see every single comment that comes in. So anyone that you've seen that goes out, I've seen. And some of them, if you act like total chuckleheads on there, I just delete it, because I'm not going to put the rest of my friends and my video friends through the torture. Also, I'm just getting done doing a dash cam video because I got so peeved over people cutting me off in the roundabouts that I'll do anything to try to get people to realize that there's some certain things that you can't do. So, also, yes, I will explain this in a second and see whether you can figure it out. Out of this clip right now, I'll tell you what the video is about. I did a 3-day Sardine fast. So in other words, a lot of people just do a water fast. And I'll tell you what, I've done it before. I feel really good afterwards. And basically it was to reset my metabolism. And it did, because after this, when I finish the video out, I will publicize that and I'll put it with all the numbers, like my ketone levels, blood pressure levels, weight, all that kind of stuff, and let you know how it went a few days after that and how I felt. So anyway, sit back for 1 second. This is just a minute and a half clip, and you'll get to see why people are kind of laughing at this. I'll see you on the other side of this. And then there's these, and supposedly they're supposed to have a smoky flavor. But here's the can. All right. Okay. Oh God, please. Oh, I haven't breathed yet, so I don't know whether it has any smell. But anyway, that's what it looks like. Oh no! I just spilled. Oh God! I just spilled sardine juice on my phone. This is not starting out very well. Hang on a second. Let me tell you something. It did not get any better from that point on. Eating those, I almost gag right now thinking about it. But anyway, I was trying to do, and it was supposed to be serious, but I was still trying to be serious, and it just, I look back at it and I laugh now. I got people writing like this to me. Oh my gosh, Rusty, I'm laughing so hard I can hardly type. We laugh so hard, you have to plug your nose so you don't taste it. Absolutely hilarious. The facial expressions, the sounds, the jazz hands. I bet it seemed like an eternity waiting for the first glass of water. Let me tell you, it did seem like an eternity. And obviously, this came out in the video because I spent 3 days eating sardines and going through the torture. So, with that said, I am going to post the whole video when it's done here in a week or two with all the numbers. Anyway, I hope you can join in on that and watch that next subject. Now let's talk about hurricanes. First of all, the 19th annual Hurricane Expo is coming May 1st, 26th. And let me look on here. And this time it'll be at Everglades. And it's only a short period of time. It's only like 3 hours, 10 to 2 p.m. But there's a lot of stuff, a lot of information there. The Village's information system will be there. Different companies and all types of things, the weather club, that type of thing. I will definitely be there. But a lot of you don't know that have lived here that I used to be a storm chaser, and I used to go out to the Midwest for almost a decade, and I guided people all over the world, really. They would come in to go tornado chasing. Yes, I used to do kind of almost like what they do on Twister.
All right, you need to get this story.
I kind of got out of it a little over a year ago, but I do during systems that approach us during the season, which is June till the end of November. I will come on here and have reports. So it's really important that you subscribe if you're interested in that. And I will do a little bit of education also so you understand what's going on, right? But I also broadcast live from the car during. Yes, I actually go out in the middle of it, and I will actually get out of the car and broadcast live if I can. Sometimes it's just not possible. And then I will also go back and try to look and see what damage there is afterwards, after it passes, and I will report that back to you. So please make sure you subscribe and hit all. So you have to double click that, and I will make sure that I get that out. But anyway, if you're up at the Hurricane Expo May 1st, please stop by, tap me on the shoulder, and say hi. And I'd love to say hi also. Anyway, on to the next subject. It's always fun when you guys stop me in around the villages and stuff like that. And even sometimes it's way back up in Philadelphia. I've had people stop me, but I like showing them on here every once in a while when I get a chance. But here's one up at Costco. You know, a lot of times I come to different places and I get to meet people that watch the channel and stuff like that, especially from the beginning, which is kind of cool. And they're buying a house down here. And this is
Dennis Keenan, in Shady Brook. We bought a house down in Shady Brook.
Yeah, you said you were watching the channel from
the beginning.
Yeah,
the whole journey coming down. You with Skip Smith, and you guys did a great job.
And so you're down here with your wife?
Yeah,
you better say hello to her.
Florence. I reached out to Florence and told me to speed up.
Yeah, there you go. And anyway, hey Dennis, it was great meeting you. Fun down at Costco, I guess. Buying buying a bunch of meat. That's what I'm buying. Anyway, see you later, Dennis. Have a great day. That's it. A lot of fun meeting people all over the place.
Right?
What's the story with the hand? So many people wrote in like, what's up with a creepy hand in the shot? So here's the shot of part of that last video, and I'll explain to you about the hand. My brother passed away some time ago, and there was very few things that I got of my brother's. And he used to be kind of comical guy, and he had this hand, and he used to put it in his refrigerator and stuff like that. And he thought it was always funny to have at parties. So I've had it for decades, and I just keep it around. I have parties and stuff like that, and sometimes I'll put it in the refrigerator. Somebody goes in and gets ice or whatever. And so anyway, that's it. But during the video, I left it on top of the refrigerator, completely forgot about it, and there was nothing I could do afterwards. So the hand is resurrected and it's in the shot. Anyway, that's it. You know, I was going to talk about the dash cam, but I'm going to do this whole video on the dash cam thing. Maybe once I get some video to put along with it. That may take a little bit of a while, but I did install it. I love the thing. It's great. It's a good model, and we'll take a look at that. There's a whole bunch of stuff I have to do. I got a pile of I stacked paperwork, stuff from the newspaper, and I try to get a lot of these different stories. I know my channel's kind of eclectic, but I'm just kind of reporting to you things that I do. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me, and I guess the next video will probably come out on Wednesday. Maybe I'll try to get the dash cam out then. But anyway, you guys have a great time. I hope to see you out in the villages and enjoying yourself. And if not, come on down here for a lifestyle visit. I'm sure some people bump into you and say hi. Anyway, thanks a lot. I'll either see you down here in the villages or I will see you back here on YouTube. You have a wonderful day.